Hello, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio. I'm your host for this evening, AK, and I'm joined with a legend, Albert. How are you, pal?
I'm great, pal. How are you?
Aye, fine, mate. Looking forward to tonight. Hopefully we get the yourself.
Aye, I'm looking forward to this, mate. Definitely, definitely. Quietly confident.
Well, it's an opportunity to go top of the league, but we can certainly go joint top with the important 3 points that's available to us.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. One step at a time. One step at a time.
Anyway, I believe you've got the team there.
I have indeed.
Listeners, the role.
Want to hear me?
Yep.
Here we go. Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Ridvan. Lundstrom, Lawrence, Cantwell, McCausland, Watondo, Dessers. Up front, McCory. Up front, substitutes. McCory, Silva, Cortez, Scott Wright, Raskin, Diamondi, King, Barisic, and Davis.
Good man. And how do you see us lining up with that one then?
I think it'll be a 4-1. I think Lundstrom will be the holding player and everybody else will be told to attack. Where they play, I'm not quite sure.
A 4-1, aye, that could be it. That sounds similar to our Livingston a couple of weeks ago. I think they played that sort of formation.
I think it will be. I think it's a type job. I think they'll go for it today. I really do think they'll go for it today. But
any surprises in the line-up there for you?
I think that's the exact team that played against Aberdeen. That's what we were saying. That is, to my mind, that's the strongest team at the present time. Don't think that will be the strongest team by the end of the season. But at the moment, we're taking everything into consideration, fitness of other players getting up to speed, coming back from injury, and all that. That there is the strongest team we'll probably could put out there at the moment. But it'll not end up the strongest team. No, the end by the time we get to the end of the season. But no surprises, no.
But even during the course of the 90 minutes, I mean, there's plenty of options there on the bench that we can change things as well. You know, you've got Silva there, you've got Cortez, you've got Diamondi. Plenty of options there for the gaffer now, isn't there?
Aye, the bench is looking good, mate. The bench is actually looking good for a change. But aye, there is a lot of attacking options there now as well. Diamondi and Cortez in particular, especially Cortez. I mean, and Silva, just nursing these boys along nicely, because the time will come, we'll heavily rely on these boys. You know what I mean? The games, we'll have to get ourselves into the position to have important games. So this is what this team's doing. It's getting you into the position when it comes along the season. You'll need these players to really turn up, and I'm confident they will.
I agree with you, pal. Man, we're facing an opposition that's in a wee bit of if we're the top form in the country, then they're at the other end of the scale. Just looking at their kind of stats in that, their last 5 games have almost accounted for 1 point. They've lost their manager there after just 79 days. They get thumped 5-0 at Motherwell. You know, so we've got an opportunity here, not just to win the game. Obviously, the 3 points is first and foremost, but if we can rack up a couple of goals, 2, 3, 4 goals, even better, because we're only 2 goals behind. But I think the 3 points is a necessity.
It's just caution, right? It's just they're a wounded animal, put it that way. And there is no way. We know we're the famous Glasgow Rangers. You know they're coming down to put a show up. They're going to try their hardest. We know that. They all do. It's nothing new to us. So just a wee bit of caution. But we should take care of business, no bother. I'm confident that we take care of business. But just don't shoot ourselves in the foot. That's what I'm saying.
That caution, brother, do not stumble.
Yep. So one is don't start, Stevie will go in and go mental.
Having said that, I think along the same lines there, Ross County came down to Celtic Park just a couple of weeks ago and only lost 1-0. I believe they were quite unlucky towards the end of the game, so we certainly can't take them lightly. That's kind of basically what you're saying there.
I'm looking for 3 points as everybody is. I'm looking for 3 points. What I don't want is if we only win 1-0 and get the 3 points, people to leave Ibrox disappointed tonight. You don't want that. Forget about that. We're in a title race here and it's the 3 points we need. If we get the rest of it, it's fine. It's a bonus. But you need to stay behind the team, whether it's 1-0, whether it's 2, 3, 4-0. It makes no difference as long as we get the 3 points, and don't walk away from Ibrox disappointed, because the next game, that's us in line for the next game if we win the night. So that it's going to build and build and build, and that's good. That's what you're looking for. I mean, for years we've been looking for this. Now we've got it. Don't be fearing it. Keep our bottle, and that's the crowd as well, as much as the team.
Aye. Well, we played Aberdeen there a couple of weeks ago, and that night we had an opportunity to go top of the league, but it's a different ball game. The 3 points that night was a must, because we knew Aberdeen's a far better team, far better squad, a far better opponent than we're facing tonight. But it's still the same end result, though, isn't it? It's 3 points. You don't get any more than 3 points for a win against Aberdeen you do with Ross County. But tonight, I think there is an opportunity there to hopefully rack up the goals. But as you say, if it's 1-0, 2-0, don't come away too disgruntled. You know, the team have done exceptionally well for the return of the break.
Absolutely, mate. I mean, it's big goals in the already say 100%. You can't ask for any more than that. And we're in a title race now, and it's good. I'm confident, of course, I'm very confident in the title race. But you just take care of business, as the gaffer keeps telling them all. 1 game at a time. Don't go by 1 game at a time. If you go by 1 game at a time, you're just leaving yourself wide open for the stumble. And you may get a stumble along the way, but it'll not be as bad as if you just keep concentrating. 1 game at a time, 3 points, just keep going that way, and you're surprised where it'll take us. Honestly, you'll really be surprised.
Well said, pal. Anyway, this is a phone-in show. People are joining us. You can come and join us. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Thanks for that, Fox. People are joining us all the time. All Barry, want to fire that team out again? Let the Bears know what the team is for tonight, please.
I'll try and get the subs right this time. Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Lawrence, Cantwell, McCausland, Matondo, and Dessers. Substitutes: McCory, Silver, Cortez, Scott Wright, Davis, Barisic, King, Iomande, and Raskin. Excuse me.
Well done, pal. 10 out of 10 there.
Practice makes perfect, mate.
I can't believe our man Scott Wright's been dropped for the weekend. That's a bit of a shocker for me.
I nearly swore. I tell you, that boy does my head in. Just does my head in. Can't understand why that boy's a professional football player, let alone with Rangers. Anyway,
it's good to see young McCausland back in the lineup all the same. And I think that was part of the gaffer's strategy, just to leave him out for that 1 game, because you've got to utilise the squad there anyway. So. What are you thinking? Yeah.
He's doing it right. We all know he's doing it right in rotating. He's going to do that. You just can't burn these players out. I mean, this is what they've been saying all week in the show, that we've done this in the past, burn players out. We burnt Morelos out 1 season. So you can't. You don't want to do that. If you've got the chance to rotate. You've no choice. You've got to do it. And the wee McCausland guy, I mean, that's his jersey now. That is his position. Everybody's aiming at him to get that off him. So he is the number 1 choice in that position. So he's doing well, the boy. He's doing really well. He's holding the position down. And if anybody's going to take it off him, well, they need to start playing better than him. And I don't see anybody at the moment that's going to do that. I just think the wee guy's going to go in strength to strength.
He's been a great addition. Been a great bonus. I mean, considering he was playing B team games not that long ago, completely out the picture under Bale. The odd fleeting appearance maybe as a sub, but now he's basically been a mainstay in the team. And by the way, with man of match there, Cortez for the weekend, can consider himself unlucky to drop to the bench, I would imagine.
Well, it's got to be careful. I mean, that's two appearances in the last 2 games, and he's just at the club. You know what I mean? So you've got to be careful with him. You know what I mean? You don't want any pulled muscles or. Because you see the boy when he's going to ball, at times he stumbles. That's lack of fitness, mate. That's just lack of fitness. So he'll get that. He'll get that. So will Diomande. He'll get it as well. He's no fit either. But they'll get it. They'll get there.
I mean, even Raskin you could throw into that bracket. I know he's no a new signing, but he's coming back for injury there, isn't he? Ben Davies, you've got coming back for injury. It's good to see him on the bench again, because we're going to need these players as the season goes on.
Absolutely. Ben Raskin is, I'm not saying he's a bad player. I've never said he's a bad player, but he needs to start coming to the party soon. I know he's coming back for fitness, I know that, but prior to him getting injured, I don't think he was playing particularly well then either. But he needs to start showing us now, because he's out shouting about wanting to go to Chelsea and all that. Playing the way he's playing, he's never going to get to Chelsea. He's kidding himself on. But he's got the potential, mate. He's got the potential.
Needs to get a game for Rangers first, in that area of the park. That was strong for us, isn't it?
Aye, he's got competition now. He's definitely got competition in there now. So he needs to really up his game. And I think the boy's got the ability to do it. His passing needs to be better. But again, you can work on that. But I'm not saying for 1 minute the guy's no good player. I'm not saying for 1 minute he can't bring his levels up. I think the boy's a good player, but he needs to start now.
Aye, that's an interesting start. The boys have just put up there. Rangers have been unbeaten against Ross County in their last 20 Premiership matches. That's a fantastic record we have there.
Aye, it means nothing to me. That's in the past. It's history. It's today, tonight, right now. That's why I look at it. I don't bother with these stats. Stats don't mean anything to me. The only stat that I ever look at is the score. Score more goals now. That's all. Every team we play, that's all I look at, mate. But it's a good record that they take. But for what it is, no, I mean, it's no for me. I think we start doing that, looking back. Look forward. If we want to look back, we'll wallow in the last 12 years where we've been and all that. That time's over. It's time to move forward now. So you can't say that with that thing, the last two, and then start looking back for these games like that and look. Nah, it's time to look forward, mate. Onward and upward. We keep saying onward and upward.
Well, I agree with you there. But I was looking back myself there and could just carry on for that. The near and now, Rangers have scored 13 goals to Ross County's 2 in their last 5 matches, and we've actually in our last 6 matches here we've scored 15 goals and only conceded 2. So that's a sign we're in good form, good goal scoring form, and we could be doing with the likes of Dessers, getting off the mark again tonight and adding to the numbers he already has. Cantwell's in good form as well. Tavernier's been a wee bit quiet of late, but he's well up the goal scoring charts too.
I'm not bothered about Tavernier. I'm not trying to contradict you, mate. But Tavernier for me, I don't like my right back to be the top goal scorer on the team. I just don't. I want my forwards to be the top goal scorers. I want my midfielders to outscore my fullbacks. I don't see the point in having your fullback as one of your top. It's great to chip in with goals. That's brilliant. Aye, brilliant. But be a fullback first. And then if you do score the goals and tap with being a good fullback, well, that's it. You've got a gem, an absolute gem. But I'd rather, because see, you're selling these players on. Nobody's going to buy Tavernier because they scored 18 goals. Somebody would buy Tavernier if he was a good defender. So, but then you look at the forwards, nobody's going to buy a forward that's only scored 5 goals a season. You know what I mean? They're not going to give you the big money for it. But if you're starting to batter the goals in, and you should be battering the goals in up here, if you start battering the goals in, it's good for the club. You're going to get bigger money. I'm not saying big money, but bigger money for the forwards. But you'll not get it for the fullbacks. So I want my midfield and my forwards to outscore my fullbacks all day long. But you're right, Tavernier's. Oh, by the way, one of the reasons we're not Tavernier's no scoring is because the penalty kicks have all dried up. No, I mean because of the pressure with the media and all that. You know what I mean, funny how they don't want to mention this anymore now.
Aye, definitely. You're hot on that there. I was just going to say that probably the reason why his goals has dried up because we've not had the penalties. I wonder where narrative gets spun for. We've been
Aye, well, and nobody's saying about the stats about the mob across the city. You know what I mean? Nobody's mentioned their stats. The penalties don't exist. Well, I'll stop talking about penalties now. But anyway, that's one of the reasons that Tav's not scoring a lot. But if you notice, Tav, he's in the centre forward position half the time now. If you see him, I'm saying, what are you doing in there? Anyway, always as a tactic. Obviously, that's what Clement sees the 2 fullbacks playing. But aye, well. I don't care if he scores, by the way. I mean, I'm saying I'd love him to score. I'd love everybody to score. I'd love Jack Butland to score. But At the end of the day, it's the midfielders and the forwards' the responsibility really to get the ball in the net.
Aye.
I want McCausland to score more goals, and I want Matondo to score more goals for a start. I think Cortez will come on. I think he will score goals. Diomande, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what kind of player that boy is, but you can see he's got something. You see the boy's got nice touches. Lundstrom's Lundstrom, isn't he? He scores now and again. He doesn't score enough for me, but he scores now and again.
Aye. I actually watched Diomande when he was part of Northland. Just the accumulators and that day, I like betting into the Denmark market because there's usually good for goals, and so you come across the odd time, and so I have actually seen the boy playing, and he's got a good engine when I'm doing that left flank. He can play left mid, he can play further forward, but he also digs back and helps out his defence. So I think he's going to be a good utility player for going forward.
I think he's the type of player that Clement likes, you know what I mean? That work ethic, I think that's what he really likes, and you prefer to put the shifts in. And he's definitely puts the shifts in the bits I've seen him. And that's him no fit yet. And you're saying that boy does get up at that part, doesn't he?
Right.
So I'm looking forward to seeing him fully fit. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to seeing that boy fully fit.
Oh, definitely. But that seems to be the mark of the rest of the team. And you can look at the likes of Cantwell playing out of position for the team. He didn't like it, but now he's been moved into that central 10 role. You can see he's starting to blossom in there. But McCausland's also been shoved out, different areas of the team and force him to, dig in for the team. Lawrence is another example. It's not his preferred position, but he'll do a job for the team, showing a good attitude, and I think that's what Clement's looking for out of his players.
Well, Cantwell's now playing some good football now. I mean, the boy is a good player. I love the boy. The boy's a great player. But he's learned now, and rightly so. He's learned after Clement. And the lesson Clement was trying to tell him right at the beginning was you need to play positions for the team. It's not my position. It's not. I know I've heard other podcasts. That's not his position. I know it's not his position, but Clement was trying to tell him that you need to do this to show the rest of the team I'm prepared to play anywhere for the team. And he eventually did it. Then we get rid of the big Lammers chappie, and he gets put back into his normal position, or the position that we think is his best position. And he's playing with his skin now. He's playing really well. He's playing like the player we know he can play like, and he's tidied up that caught in possession. He doesn't get caught in possession anywhere near as much, if at all now. That's the worst crime in football for a midfielder to get caught in possession. Never get caught in possession. Draw the players in and move the ball. Parkhead, that's what he did. He held onto the ball too long and they let them get to him. He's too good a player for that. He's too good a player. But now he's doing it right. And look at the difference. Look at the difference in him. Excellent, playing excellent.
Aye. Well, a player that I've noticed like that, similar, obviously no similar, but Jack Grealish was very similar, going for Aston Villa, and I don't know if you've seen it, but the interview after he'd won the Champions League, he says Guardiola just completely changed the different mindset and his ability on the ball. Hold on to the ball too long, you get tackled, you get hurt. Move the ball on, and you're moving your opposition out of their places there too. So aye.
That's the whole essence of that type of football. You've got to move the opposition, but you've got to take advantage when you've moved them. What's happening with some of the players, especially the British players? They do the passing bit and they bother, but they put the opposition move. But they call as Guardiola's telling Grealish, you're holding the ball too long. Once you see him moving, move the ball. That's when you move the ball. You've done your job. You've moved the player. But if you don't move the ball, all that passing doesn't mean nothing. It's just a complete utter waste of time. And then you're sitting going, where are we going here? And we've sat and done it at Ibrox for sale. Pass. And you're going, what are we doing here? This is boring. We're getting nowhere. But you've got to have smart players to know what they're doing with that. I don't particularly like that type of football personally. I'm the old wingers, man. I'm the old people dribbling and try to get by people. I know that you can call it possessed if you're a winger, but that's part of their job, isn't it, mate? Wingers are wingers, aren't they? They've got to take fullbacks on. I'm the old school. I enjoy that type of football. That million passes nonsense. Remember Barcelona were doing it there a few years back, 800 passes. You're going, that sends you to sleep, on. I mean, that's a cure for insomnia.
Was that wingers you said there? Because remember, it's Valentine's Day here. Foxes.
It's wingers. I've doubled you.
Lundstrom and Worms, what do you make of that combo with the two of them?
Lundstrom plays the same way with everybody, mate. If he does his job right, which he is doing at the moment, by the way, the rest of the midfielders can fit round about him. Each midfielder now, it seems to me, maybe I'm wrong, but each midfielder who are coming into the team with Lundstrom have got particular jobs to do in particular games. And that's all a key if Lundstrom plays the way he plays. He doesn't need to alter his game at all, mate. He's got a base strategy to play the way he plays, and McClelmont likes that. Now he can fit all his midfielders round about him and say, Lawrence will come in, he'll be more attack than Jack or Raskin, for example. They play a different way. Diomandi will be different again. So I like that. I like the fact that he's doing that. And that's why I think he might give him a contract. Me personally, I want to give him the contract, but I think that's why he might give him the contract. Because if he's got a player, he can fit other players around, and he can rely on that guy to play this way all the time. It's a big bonus, mate.
Yeah. I believe I've got the pre-match presser for Clement, so let's hear for yourself.
Philippe, Ross County in the Scottish Premiership tonight. What are you looking to see from your squad in this one?
Confirmation of the last months, but of course it's again a new game with a team with a new manager. I've just seen the starting lineup or the names of them. So it appears to be like they're going to play another system also than they played before. So it's a little bit more surprising. But we need to focus on ourselves and to play a good game and to win the game. And like always, with as many goals as possible. We always play for that. So we're going to make it a good game and be focused on ourselves.
How do you deal with those challenges that Ross County may pose and some of maybe the unknowns that will come with that?
No, it's preparing the team for everything, what we've been doing last couple of months and showing them on the board with video images where the spaces are to find, where the danger are of the other team. So it's always interesting. It's a little bit like a game of chess.
You've made a number of changes again tonight. It's back to the same team that faced Aberdeen in the league last week as well. Is that a case of you using that rotation and keeping the squad fit? Yeah,
keeping it fit, keeping it fresh, getting minutes for players coming out of injury or just in the building to get experience and to get the best out of the squads long term. So we still have a lot of games to go. I hope a lot. So we need everybody ready now, but also in 2 months, that not some players are dead and others don't have rhythm anymore. So we need to be smart with it.
There is some noise around this fixture in terms of it being the game in hand. How do you keep your players focused heading into this one?
Because we need to continue what we've been doing. 4 months ago, nobody dreamt of being in this position now. Nobody. Not one Rangers supporter, player or somebody in the board. So we are in the situation now, yes, but there's still 13 games to go. So it's just going on what we've been doing the last couple of months. If we start to do different things, we will get different results also. So we need to focus on ourselves and to do everything to win games with as much as possible goals. But if we start this game by thinking, we need to score 3 goals more than Ross County, then we're going to make mistakes. We're going to get goals against because we're focused on the wrong things, and we're going to get nervous also when we have opportunities to score. So that cannot happen. We need to keep our cool.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Brilliant. What do you make of the interview then, pal? He's pretty pragmatic, isn't he? Bit what your trainer thought for tonight, but what's your thoughts all about?
Basically what we've been saying, mate. The man's right. I mean, I'm no a genius or anything. I'm just following what he's been telling us since he came in. And if you follow his trainer thought, it's pretty simple, isn't it?
Aye.
It's no difficult. People make it difficult. You don't have to make it difficult for yourself. You've got a difficult thing to do to break this down tonight. No, they're going to try something different. And rightly so, because I've got the last, what I'm led to believe, the last few games they've played, they've got scudded all over the place. Right, so obviously they're going to try something different. But it'll not be, I wouldn't imagine, anything attacking minded. It'll be defensive minded. So this might get difficult tonight to break this down.
Right.
That's what I'm expecting. I don't know what you're expecting. That's what I'm expecting. But break it down, we will.
I will. First and foremost, who told you were a genius?
No, nobody's told me that, mate. Nobody's told me that.
But looking back in the results and the formations, I think Derek Adams liked to play the 4-3-3 sort of formation. Motherwell absolutely battered them. But I noticed going back to the Celtic game, they actually lined up 4-5-1 with the big centre forward, Simon Murray, kind of up front. I mean, they've got the boy Jordan White, who's actually a Rangers supporter there too, so he can also play that role. But there'll be a physical element they'll bring to the game. It's very similar to Livingston, I would imagine. They'll be dogged. But if we can get that early breakthrough, then it eases a lot of pressure and tension for the team as well as the crowd, I think. But what's your thoughts?
If the boy White always causes us problems. I don't know why, but he always does, especially at set pieces, because he is good in the air, the boy. Let's be honest about it. But if we keep on them, if we keep intensity on them, close them down quick, really quick, and keep it going, they'll not live with us, mate. It's just a fact. They won't live with us. But if we sit back or drop our pace for any periods of this game, well, you're in for a long night. And they know that. It's not something new. They do know that. So we've got to be on them, because they're limited football players, remember. And if you keep pressure on a limited football player, he will make mistakes. That's what Liverpool do. That's what Man City do. They just keep after you. Eventually put you into a corner and take the ball off you.
It's about tempo and controlled aggression, isn't it? I mean, with the ball, without the ball, point of movement, moving them out of position, taking the advantage. And hopefully, you never know, set pieces. Corners been a bit of an Achilles for us this year, isn't it?
Don't. Set pieces. What set pieces for us? Well, terrible. Terrible.
What's the cure for that one? Come on, genius.
Right. Give somebody else a shot. That's simple. You can't well a shot at taking a corner kick. Give Lawrence a shot at taking corner kicks. Two people that actually can strike a ball reasonably well, who actually can pick people out as well. That's what I would do. But anyway, it seems to be the fullbacks take the free kicks, the corner kicks, they take everything. I don't think it's me personally. If Tavernier's no shooting for goal, I would take him off. I'd take him off for free kicks. That's just personally, mate. Who's the referee tonight, by the way?
Oh God, now you've got me. The earlier day, but it's not a name that I recollect. It's not one of the kind of
usual
Clancy or anything like that. I don't think it's one of them. It's actually a boy I'd never heard of. You caught me out there. Thanks for that, Albert.
Hey, bother, mate. Hang with me. You'll make your star, mate.
On your point about Cantwell taking it, I think that was the last time we scored a corner. Lundstrom at Dumbarton, if you remember, it was Cantwell.
Aye.
Suitor, the head flick on, and Lundstrom at the back post. So by the way, I think
Ryan McKinley.
McKinley.
Ryan McKinley's the ref.
Is it? Oh Christ, that's a name for the past. Was it no Bright? Oh, Bright.
It's no McGinley, it's McKinley. It's still the same thing, isn't it?
But Tavernier could be a better threat in the box or in the periphery of the box, in the edge of the box, looking for the kind of knockdown rather than taking the actual corner himself. It's just something I think we should be looking at and getting a better return than what we are.
There's Terry saying that Alan Muir's the referee tonight. I don't know. Probably get two refs, no Urlock.
Well, we're guessing then.
Aye, well, that's basically it, mate. We're guessing.
As long as it doesn't go to VAR, we are contentious.
Aye, we don't do VAR up here. They just ignore that completely now. They just bother about that. Anyway, so I
was just going to check we're joining us all the time. Do you mind giving us a team again then, please, Albert?
I don't need to dig it up again. Here we go. The team is Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Lawrence, Cantwell, McCausland, Matondo, Dessers. Substitutes are McCorry, Silver, Cortez, Scott Wright, Davis, Barisic, King, Diomande and Raskin.
Thanks for that, pal.
You bought it.
Aye, so what are we fancying then? Have you got any score predictions? Have you got any bets on? Or?
No, I've no bets on. I think it'll be 2-3-0. Personally, that's what I think it will be. Hoping for more, but I think that's what it will be. I'll be happy with any victory then, if I must admit that. As I said earlier on, I don't want to be yourself. Have you got a bet on?
I've taken a wee interest, aye. Done one of the bet builders, so I'd be look at Cantwell to score any time. He's been on a good goal ratio there, good scoring run. He's 74 to score any time. So done with corners, kind of Rangers to be winning half time, full time. So that was about 4-5 to 1 somewhere. You don't get great odds on them, no, unless you've got about 10 selections on them. So
What's Lawrence? I got a feeling Lawrence is going to score tonight.
I don't know offhand for him to score. You're mate, he
must be quite good odds for him. Lawrence, he's never played that much. No, I mean, it must be good odds for him.
Well, actually,
anyway, is that me? I'll not ask you any more questions you don't know.
I actually looked at for Lundstrom to score any time. You know, your favourite player, and the fact that he was higher odds than a man that's not even in the country in Cifuentes. PT1 to score any time, and Lundstrom was. So I don't think the bookies were looking for Lundstrom to score tonight. But I'm hoping the likes of Dessers gets back on the goal trail. Lawrence might be a good shout. You know, he had a good, brilliant shot against Aberdeen. In fact, he could have scored 2 that night. The keeper saved with his feet as well. So that might.
I think he's a run-down package for that for the Ross County. I think he's a run-down package for base teams in Scotland. But at least you look at the team now and you go, there's potential goal scorers on the other team now, which is good. Because at one time it was just down to basically Tavernier. So
and Seema. But
95 for Lawrence any time.
95. That's not bad. Aye, that's not bad at all. But in the absence of Seema, we're really looking to see Matondo, you know, guys of that ilk. Danilo as well's obviously no there. So Matondo and Cantwell have stepped up just now. So we really need others in the team to step up as well. But as you say, they're goal threats all over the park. There's adventurous players on the bench that can come on and change the game. So things are looking good.
It's definitely looking good, but it's if we keep the bottle, keep the heat tonight, I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem at all. It's just keeping your focus, and that's what the boss is on about. Just keep your focus. Just keep doing what you were doing, and everything will be okay. Don't get involved in nonsense. Don't start overthinking it, and don't start looking ahead, going, "Oh, we've got 1 goal. Let's get after 2, 3, and 4, and 5." Just let it naturally come. No, I mean, take the chances when the day comes. That's the important thing, isn't it? That's where Desser comes in to take your chances, son. You might not get a lot tonight. So when the day comes, you can't take every chance, I suppose, but take the majority of chances. That's what we're looking for. Any forward, not just Dessers, any forward.
Yep. The gaffers asked for patience off the crowd, particularly the last couple of games. Haiti Aberdeen was a massive game for us. The crowd were fantastic that night. Do you feel they've got an effect on the game tonight as well?
Definitely. If they hold their bottle, you got to hold your bottle now and just roar the team onto victory. We're going to need us. It's going to need us all season. So we need to play our part. We all need to play our part. I know we're not there tonight, but we all need to play our part. Got to think it and stick with the team and roar them home, because they're going to need us. It's not an easy thing. I mean, don't forget, Ross County might not be playing well, but they are professional football players. No, I mean, they're going to come with a plan, as he said. They're going to come with a plan. The plan's going to be probably the same plan as every other team comes, but it's still a plan. And you know yourself, we played Ayr United. They just played defence as well. And it's difficult. It really is difficult. I look at Barcelona when they were at the pomp. They weren't breaking teams doing that easy either. A lot of players they had in their team. It's no easy, mate. It's a hard thing to do. Game after game after game. If you get it now and again, it's okay. But we're getting it game after game after game. It's difficult, really difficult.
It's a sloggy endurance, isn't it? I mean, it's no every game you're going to play fantastic football. But, you want to join us? Come in.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, come and join us. Give us a call. Give us your thoughts on the game tonight. But it's the winning leagues. Clement's got that experience. You know, he'd been the distance with his previous clubs in Belgium. He's won 2 titles over there, so he's got that knowledge and know how to get over the line. And he's just focus about the next game and don't let yourself look further ahead than that.
It's mindset, mate. It's mindset as much as anything. It's get the mindset right. It's a slog. A season's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and it's a mindset. And the mindset starts with we're not getting beat tonight. That's when it starts, mate. We're going after this. We're not getting beat tonight. We're the never say die attitude. We've seen great Rangers team in the past, haven't it? Just keep going. Got to keep going. You've got to keep going. Even when things are not going right for you, you've still got to keep going. That's how I liked the Aberdeen game when they scored. Didn't matter. It did not matter at all. We just carried on. Whereas before, that was a big catastrophe, and then the nerves start, and everybody goes, and then the crowd start getting one of the teams back. No, this time didn't matter. Just carry on. Now let's go on with this and beat them, and that's what we did. Everybody's together. Everybody's thinking the same thing, fighting and going the same direction. It was fantastic, mate. And I see it in this team now. I see that. Right, we're not getting beat. We're going for this. We're just going to go and win this league, and that's the end to it. And that's what I like. And it's a state of mind. You need to get in that state of mind every game, every performance, every training session, everything. And we're getting there. We're getting there.
It's the synergy that the gaffer speaks about for his early days. You know, and you noticed that obviously in a great European runs, he would see the atmosphere in Ibrox and the connection the crowd did to, shove the team on. That was obviously missing, or a bit of a dint in the road when we came in. And he talks about the actual atmosphere in the dressing room when he came in 3-4 months ago. It's completely different. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the video with young Diamondi slagging Balogun because Ivory Coast had beat Nigeria in the final of the AFCON. We things like that, even having a laugh, it's all good for the interrelation. In fact, he spoke about giving them a night out there as well, encourage relationships developing within the team, so that's good.
Oh, he knows how to do it. The guy knows how to do it. He knows how to build an atmosphere. He knows how to build a team. So as he keeps saying, it's no easy trying to build a team. I know people think it's easy. That mob across the city put one together in 4 weeks. That's no natural, mate. That's just something all right there. That can't happen. That's a weak league. That's a weak league you've got if a team can do that. And that's what it was, mate. Normally it takes you. It used to take you 2 to 3 years to build a team. Now it seems to be 2 or 3 weeks to build a team. But it's no easy. And if you get the right people in, you're fighting against water. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard.
You've got to have the right characters in the dressing room in the first place, haven't you? And you've got to recognise who's no good for the team and who isn't pulling their weight. And we've already seen this year a couple of times. Cantwell wasn't basically doing what he was told for the role in the team. He wasn't long in learning after 2-3 games of getting hooked early.
Absolutely. That boy loves it up here. And he's looked at this and thought to himself, like any intelligent person would look to himself going, I'm playing for Glasgow Rangers. I'm playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. What am I going to do? Get myself chipped out of this club? I mean, Kent, Morelos, none of people have left. Aribo, a whole lot of them. Kamara, a whole lot of them. They're all away, looking back and going, I was at the biggest club. What did I do? Why did I want to move? I know it's for money, but you know what I'm saying? You're sitting going, you're at a great atmosphere, a great club, great background, great people in the club, all looking after you, a support that idolise you, and you walked away. So you Cantwell sees that. He's an intelligent boy. He sees it and goes, well, if I'm leaving here, the only way he's going, I'm going is down. So I'm staying here as long as I can possibly stay here. I'm going to do everything to stay here.
Absolutely. But what a difference when we've got a proper manager in there to put a structure into the team and to guide the players and, give them that platform and basic instructions and roles within the team to be with the ball, to be without the ball, where you should be doing, where you should be pressing, you know, and I think that's 100% credit for Clement.
Absolutely. I've got a lot of time for the guy. He talks a lot of sense. He does it the right way. He's quiet about what he does. A big hullabaloo's. Press conferences are all subdued, and they take no messing about at press conferences. All the leading questions just get slapped away. All the headline questions, try to grab a headline, they'll get slapped away as well. Sees it coming a mile away, mate. An absolute mile away. And he should, by the way, because they've been doing it for years and they know, because these journalists are not the smartest people in the world. They just keep asking you the same things over and over and over again. But you get the snidey ones in there, AK, that you know yourself that try and set you up, try to get a headline at you, and then all of a sudden you're posted on the opposition's wall. Oh, look what they're saying, look what they're all about, who do they think they are? The usual, we've seen it all. We've all seen it as supporters. Don't give them nothing. Give them nothing. And that mob across the city, they always need a cause, mate. They're just no natural, that mob. They just need a cause all the time. Don't give them
it. Aye. It must be annoying the life out of them. What's happening now, and the points advantage that they had lost. You know, so we've been over the course here. Our Clement's been over the course here, so it's up to the experienced guys in the team as well. I mean, you look across the ranks of the team, there's a lot of young players in there. There's a lot of players that haven't won a league and been the course and distance, so they've got to rely on the experience of Tavernier and Golson and, you know, guys of that out, plus the manager Tellino and Butland experience as well, you know. So it's a team effort all in all.
That's it, and it's the one man and his team are putting it all together. Credit the board for pulling this team together, and they're all working. It's starting to work now. We're not there yet. We're nowhere near finished. We're nowhere near where we should be. We're not saying that, but we're heading in the right. We all see it now. We're heading in the right direction, and we all know there will be bumps in the road, but don't worry about the bumps in the road. That's not important. Whereas before it used to be, the end of the world, what happened there? Now it's okay. Just dust yourself down and go on with it. And you see there's progress there, and we're getting somewhere. I'm loving it. I don't know about you, mate. I'm loving it.
I'm really looking forward to the end of the game tonight. Hopefully we're celebrating a Rangers win, but that's us blathered enough now, pal. Time to sit back and pour a beer and enjoy the game. So aye, thanks for joining me there, Albert.
Hey, bother, mate. 2-0, 3-0 to the Rangers. Onward and upward, mate. On we go. Let's get this job done. Win. I'm
going to go a 4-0 victory. But as I say, thanks for joining us again, Albert. Hopefully we'll get calls after the match. Join us approximately about 15 minutes after full time. So thanks to the Takey teams in the background there. And we'll speak to you after the game.